Today I'm going to talk to you about why it's absolutely decision time for Bitcoin and the crypto market as a whole, but also about why I believe that the probabilities are much more in favor to the upside and a new all-time high for Bitcoin coming imminently, right? I mean, these times, they'll test what you're made of as an investor, as a long-term investor anyway, and it'll shake you to your core. And we're currently in fear. We were in extreme fear before, and those are typically the absolute best times to buy. Now you might be wondering, but what about all the bearish factors? And I'm going to go over one of those in this episode, but mainly what I'm seeing is bullish confluence right now as long as we don't break the structure. And if we don't break the structure, then we are very highly likely to get another all-time high for Bitcoin. And that's just what everything is saying. Now, we are doing lives every single day, Monday through Friday, 3:30 p.m. Eastern time, with one of the best analysts in the space to guide you through the charts and to tell you like it is. And yesterday we went over some of these key factors, one of them being that Bitcoin is currently in the 9th inning. Now, what does that mean? It means that our analyst uncovered, Rob, he uncovered that in previous cycles, we went through exactly 9 dips before Bitcoin took off on its parabolic run. Now, we are currently in our 9th dip, which is really exciting. We went through all of those iterations yesterday, so go and check that out on yesterday's live. And yeah, we're in the 9th inning for Bitcoin. It's like stakes are high. We've been waiting for this for years, right? And it feels like it's been such a difficult cycle time-wise because time capitulation is one of the most difficult types of capitulation to hold through, right? You start getting, it's like desperation and giving up. And I believe we're in the disbelief phase, by the way, in a bear trap phase, but people fold because they just start to think, well, this is never going up, and they see a lot of doom and gloom on their timeline. Guys, we're in fear. The last time that we were in this kind of fear, we had a very big rally up. And in fact, I believe it was when we were in $17,000 per Bitcoin. That's when we actually broke below structure and we were extreme fear. And then we went on to have an incredible rally from there. But I don't think that's what's happening this time. And I'm going to take you through a few of those facts. But before I do, what do you guys think of this paradise? I mean, it's absolutely gorgeous, right? I'm coming to you from Marbella, Spain, where we live, and it is October, and it's about like 85 degrees. People are at the beach. It's absolutely wonderful. This is just a reminder to go out there and touch some grass, ice, snow, beach, wherever you are. Just do something to make you happy during these times and to focus, because we are on the verge of something that could be potentially life-changing right here. And I don't want you guys to give up before you get there, right? The guy who mines for the diamonds and turns around right before the diamonds are about to be mined. And for all of you wondering, well, I don't hold Bitcoin. What about altcoins? If you want altcoins to boom, you better be hoping for a new all-time high for Bitcoin. And so here are the factors at stake for Bitcoin going to the next all-time high. We're currently dancing around the 200-day moving average, and right now we're holding a support. But history shows that we can break below there, we can dance around it, we can hold below for a few days, bounce back above, and that we might have like a little bit of trouble confirming that as support. But if we do, that's another sign that we're getting ready for blast off. Although I am very bullish right now, that doesn't mean we're out of the woods just yet. We could have one more stark drop down to 100K or even mid 90s, and we could still be bullish, right, on the higher time frame. So tune out of the lower time frames. Tune out of your feed if people are making you fearful and wanting to give up, and pay attention to these facts. Now, you all know the macroeconomic bullish factors. I go over them a lot on this channel. We are very bullish on the liquidity cycle and the business cycle. We only had one rate cut so far. And so those are macro reasons to be bullish. But on the charts, then if we see, okay, if we confirm support on this 200 daily moving average, that's great. If we need to have one more dip and go into extreme fear, which happens not very often on the Bitcoin charts, we'll go back and look at it on another episode with Rob, then that has typically been a great time to buy. Granted, we don't break structure. Although I am very bullish right now, that doesn't mean we're out of the woods just yet. We could have one more stark drop down to 100K or even mid 90s, and we could still be bullish, right, on the higher time frame. So tune out of the lower time frames. Tune out of your feed if people are making you fearful and wanting to give up, and pay attention to these facts. And even if we do break structure, it would be a great time to buy, only we might have to weather the storm quite a bit further down and quite a bit longer, right? We could be then entering a bear market. But here's why I think there's another all-time high in the cards. Before I get there, I'm going to tell you about that structure. So we currently have bearish divergence on the weekly chart that we've had for over a year now. Now, the stock market has had many instances where it's exhibited several years of bearish divergence and still gone up and up and up. Bitcoin doesn't have a whole lot of years on its belt, and we don't have a whole lot of experience that way, but it has had bearish divergence for multiple months to up to a year before and still been able to rally. Also, check out these beach bunnies. I mean, this guy is a white one. It's not like a wild one. We have beach bunnies here in Marbella. But on another note, guys, back to the weekly bearish divergence. So we did talk about yesterday in the live with Rob that typically we've been holding the mid 40s as a very strong level of support for RSI on the weekly. It's a possibility that we might go back down and test those areas, as we're currently a little bit higher than that, and we would then go down to those lower levels like 100K or to mid 90s. But if we found support there and we were able to not break that structure and go lower, that would be an incredible springboard for Bitcoin to bounce off of. So what are the scenarios I'm looking at right now? Well, I'm looking at that we either hold this 200-day moving average and we continue to just kind of like consolidate here and go up from here, or we have one more test of that weekly RSI structure and we dip down into extreme fear on Bitcoin, and that would be probably an incredible opportunity. And the last case scenario is that we break that structure and we do go into a mini bear. And if we were to do that, I don't believe it'd be like a typical bear market, because we haven't had a blow off top in any euphoric phase where we need to have like an exorbitant high, extremely high dump, right? Like that's just not in the cards from what I'm seeing on the chart. So maybe we'd have like a 5 to 6 month bear market and some consolidation, but I don't think that's the most likely thing to happen right now, and I'm acting accordingly. I am dollar cost averaging all the way down through this dip, and that's just because I'm bullish on the markets, and I think that there's a lot of bullish confluence right now, and if we happen to go into that bear market, then I'll be prepared for that too, and I'll have a plan for that, and I'll continue to hold my high-term convictions. But we are also trading this market up and down with Rob, our lead leverage analyst and spot analyst in the Hive. And you could have been making money all the way through this period with some of these setups that Rob has been posting that have popped off. And you don't have to babysit the charts. You just have to set the alerts and take profits at your take profit levels. Make sure you set your stop losses. And trading is truly an amazing skill to have. So sign up to the Discord. The link is in the description below. The Hive by Crypto Megan. We have a lot of talented analysts there. And for a limited time, and I'm talking maybe one more week, you'll have access to it for free, open to everybody, as we want to give as much value as we possibly can. You'll have access to Rob's setups and all the other analysts' setups. So take advantage of that. The link is in the description below. And we are trading on BYDFi. There is no KYC. You just use your Gmail, sign up, and there's an incredible deposit bonus going on right now. Links in the description for that below. If you deposit $100, you get $50 and on and upward. So it's an incredible deal. Guys, do take advantage of that. And if you do that, you'll be eligible for some of the more advanced products we're going to launch and gated products. So do that now so you make sure that you're eligible. We've been developing such an amazing community, guys. I absolutely love it there. So we're giving priority to our members for coins they want charted. And if you're wondering what coins I've been buying on the dip, Cardano, as usual, HBAR, Proppy, the pro token, which I'll go over on another episode, some RWA plays, theta, all of my top tier plays, you know, XRP as well. I think they're going to have a fantastic run if Bitcoin hits its next all-time high, which is now looking more probable than going into a bear market. So I'll say it like that. Right? So I'm very excited for what's to come. I want to give a shout out to the sponsor of this channel, iTrustCapital. I truly believe in their mission and in educating people on financial literacy and helping optimize taxes. Guys, as we plan for this next wave in the bull run and you get profits, pay your future self. That's right. iTrustCapital is one of the biggest and most trusted crypto IRA firms out there with a high level of security, institutional grade custody, and up to 70 cryptos you can buy and sell and trade tax-free within your crypto IRA. You can also transfer directly from your other Roth IRA or 401k. And we're doing a one-time limited time offer sign-up bonus where if you use the code MEGAN9 and you fund your account, you get a $100 funding bonus from them, but also a $100 funding bonus from us to trade on BYDFi to get your feet wet and potentially make that $1,000 back and keep going, guys, and to get new skills. So take advantage of this offer. There's limited spots, and we will be right back later today for another live, also Friday, and just keep you updated. But right now, this is what I'm seeing in the charts. I think that extreme fear in a bull market is generally a good time to be buying. It's not financial advice. That is just what I'm doing. I'm holding strong. I'm sticking to my plan. So I hope you guys are having a wonderful day, and I'll see you tomorrow.